guys, this week's Pizza of the Week is kind of inspired by last week's Pizza of the Week a little bit, where we had the beer sauce. This week we're going to do a very similar kind of sauce with a lot of white wine through it, so it'll be a wine version of it. And basically it's a take on one of the standard menu items in any pub menu in North America, which is the spinach and artichoke dip. Now it's a hot dip that's been baked that you dip your bread into. So we're going to do something like that with a pizza. And going to utilize the main cheese. I'm going to have a few different cheeses through it. The main cheese will be this ball of Edam cheese. And yeah, I'll show you what we're doing. So I have the artichokes here that are we're going to put this through the oven to roast them up a little bit, give them a little bit more color, and that'll just give us a little more depth of flavor throughout through the dish. Okay, so in this pot here, we have a roux cooking again, which is, if you watched last week's episode, is basically our garlic butter and flour. We'll cook that out a little bit. And then over here we've got about 2 liters of white wine just simmering away. We're reducing that down to about half. We'll be adding vegetable stock to this to form the basis of our sauce. And we've got a bit more roux on this one than we did last week because we want the sauce to be quite thick, a bit thicker in texture. Okay, so this sauce is getting quite thick now. You can see it's quite a bit thicker than the sauce we had last week. It will thin down a little further once we add the white wine, which is reducing away. But now we're going to add the cheese, and yeah, that'll thicken it further. We want a fair bit more body with this sauce though. The sauce has got all the cheese in it. It's nice and thick. You can see it's very stringy and cheesy. The wine is just about ready. We've reduced it down to about a half liter from 2 liters. And then I'm going to kick it up a bit with the smoked chipotle Tabasco. Now this stuff is awesome. It's not really spicy, but it's got a great smoke flavor. So I'll add some of that to that. We'll combine these two and then go to the next step. So these are the artichokes. You can see they've got a little bit of color to them. They've dried up a bit, and that'll give us some nicer flavor through it. And then this is our sauce with the chopped spinach stirred through it. We're just going to chop this artichoke up and then add it to the sauce. So there it is. We've also folded some ricotta through here. So it's got the artichoke, the spinach sauce, there's cheese sauce, spinach, artichokes, and I should probably point the camera at where I'm talking. And yeah, that's the end of step 1. So what we have here are homemade breadcrumbs made from the same Italian loaf that we make our garlic bread from. We'll add some Parmesan cheese. Kind of one hand this while holding the camera. We'll mix this together and then add a bit of garlic butter to it. Okay, so we get our mixture here. Relatively thick. Bit of fresh tomato. This is my voiceover voice telling you that this is actually a lie. After making this with tomatoes, we decided to use roasted red capsicum instead. So disregard these tomatoes, and well, they're the same color, but pretend they're capsicums. Then, a handful of our breadcrumbs. Just like that, and it's ready for the oven.